first time I'm doing this all alone. There were supposed to be 2 people joining today, but they dropped out last minute. And it's in all of the years I've been doing activism, this is the very first time I've ever had to do an action all by myself. I know activists like Joy Carlson, Cliff Grant, Tas. They do actions by themselves all the time, so it's kind of stepping out of your comfort zone. The biggest fear I have is that we're gonna be standing here for 2 hours and nobody will be interested in sitting down and watching the video. But let's see. This what you see here with pigs is standard practice all over the world. They're put in gas chambers.
How was that? Does it?
Would you consider this to be an injustice? What happens to animals?
Of course, of course.
Are you against this injustice?
Yes, because the
Of
animals
course,
are
when
not
we see it,
supposed to
when
be
we're against it.
killed.
If we had a choice in the supermarket,
Yeah.
where you would have ethically farmed and ethically, because obviously we catch fish and we eat fish.
Okay. How do you define ethically farmed animals?
If the animals have no, I know what you're trying to do. The food is so embedded in our culture, we don't really think twice.
Yeah.
Even the crispy chips, is the oil, is it coming from the real plants or not? Leonard, would you eat less chicken? Because what you just saw?
Yeah.
Would you become vegan?
I wouldn't say technically all vegan.
It's not hard to be vegan. I'm vegan for 6 years.
Well,
It's just a matter of
No,
it's not a matter of food, right?
I just had my salad. It was a Caesar salad, you see?
Yeah.
We need a protein somehow, but obviously protein we get from plants and
I think I ate like
You
4.
can get from plants. It's just a matter of educating yourself and just
yes. No, it's so true. It's just obviously it's so easy to buy meat, and we've been brainwashed and marketed by companies.
it's habit mostly, right?
It's not nice to kill animals because their mothers and fathers will know it and they will try to attack you.
Do you think can you imagine yourself being in the position of these animals?
Yes, I know.
How horrible it must be?
Just switches and it's like
There's
the
an
animal.
amazing video on YouTube about the milk industry, the farming industry. That the milk is the extra product. They just they're raping these cows to make them pregnant, and the mother is separated from the young. It's horrible.
You're talking like a vegan now.
Yeah.
The dairy industry, you can argue it's even more cruel than the meat industry because those dairy cows are perpetually impregnated. They have their babies stolen from them, and then when they can't produce any more milk, they're sent off to the slaughterhouse, and the babies that are stolen, if they're boys, they're killed
And they grind it up in whatever knows.
for veal,
Yeah.
a delicacy. And if they're female, they go through the same cycle. And what you saw with the baby chicks for the egg industry is the same. If they're boys, they get ground up alive the first day. As soon as they hatch from the egg,
They only wanted female.
yeah. So it's inheriting exploitation and abuse.
Can we watch the video?
Yes, you can take a seat.
That's good. See, actually, we've taken.
They couldn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, I was born in Rotterdam.
So
Rotterdam. But these things are never shown.
no, they're hidden.
They're hidden, obviously, because the media is owned and sponsored by these big industries.
And there's a reason why it's hidden because it's
Everything you see in the media is
if it was in plain sight, people would not want to support it, right?
I mean, the closest, I think, we live in the south, Marshall's Law. And,
You live here in Malta.
and the closest you can come to humanize is you have a fish and you, but we don't need it for our bodies.
We don't need it,
We
no.
don't need it.
And if you were in that fish's position, being dragged out of the ocean and suffocated,
Yes, babe. So the next time or me, we have to think about this movie.
there's a group. There's a group if you live in Malta, vegan Malta eats on Facebook.
Actually, I love vegan food. It's tasty. It's fine. It doesn't have to have meat.
Yeah. It's easy.
Quite often I drive home and I take a salad.
You can have a salad with tofu or tempeh or beans or chickpeas for protein instead.
I think that's something that needs promoted more is how to cook healthy. Vegan has this.
That website I gave you outside of the videos has resources for everything. There's a challenge called Challenge
And you'll
2012.
feel much better as well. Your digestive system.
I mean, outside of the health issue, right? Let's say it's eating meat and other products and being vegan is.
And we don't know what's in it. All these antibodies.
Yeah, of course, and they pump them full of antibiotics, okay?
And
Because they're confined in tight spaces. These animals, for them to not get sick, they have to pump them with antibiotics. Okay, but outside of the thing, if it's a matter of injustice, don't do it for your health. Do it for the victim.
they convinced us to slow down on this. And thank
One last question, slowing down. I know it's process and you have kids and stuff, and in your in your mind it takes time to adjust. But again, if you were in their position, would you like people to slow down?
stop.
Thank you. Thank you.